There's a little song called Foxy, and this was written for an Irishman that I knew very well at Leeds. We were talking to some friends earlier on about Leeds and Leeds in England. And he was an Irishman who worked on the roads, and he was about 5'1" in height and very, very small. He had a very gravelly voice because he smoked lots of tobacco, pipe tobacco, you know, in cigarette papers. So, and he used to, and he knew all the tunes. He was one of these frightening people who knew the music very, very well, you know. And he'd be in the session and he'd be very loud. So if you were the first time in the pub, you'd be thinking, "Oh, who's that guy over there?" Because he would shout. Just you'd come behind you and go, "Oh!" like that. And you'd go, "Oh, Jesus!" Anyway, he was. He'd come up to say, "Tom, you know this tune here?" I said, "No, very good." I said, "What does it go like?" "Diddle-i-do." And it got even shorter as the tune. Anyway, one night he was being a nuisance. He was very drunk, and the landlord said, "I'm going to have to throw you out, Foxy. You're drunk." And then he stood up, 5'1". "Throw me out." "You can't throw me out. I'll throw myself out." So he threw himself out. And he was back the next night, no harm done. So very, very good. We'll teach you the chorus to this, it's really that easy. 2, 3, 4. You know this one, bum bum da diddle, you know this one, diddle dad, you know this one, bum bum da diddle, you know this one, bum bum diddle dad. Okay, easy. Yeah. Shall we have a shot? Oh yes, please, Tom. You know this one, bum bum da diddle, you know this one, diddle dad, you know this one, bum bum da diddle, you know this one. Excellent. That's really good, isn't it? Excellent. That's the best we've heard all day. Foxy was a man with a big wide grin. He had a voice like gravel, rattling in a tin. He'd been on the roads all of his life, but the music shone through all the trouble and the strife. You know this one? One, one, you know this one. Little lady, you know this one. One, one, you know this one. You're experts, you're experts. He'd sit at the back as the tunes raced by. He'd let out a yell that would take you by surprise. He'd swing to the left, swing to the right, play the Schleicher maiden, play with all your might. You know this one, you know this one, little lady, you know this one, one more little lady, you know this one, little lady. Tunes began to call, Foxy he stumbled, he fell against the wall. The boss said, "Foxy, you're drunk without a doubt." "You're right," said Foxy, "I'll throw myself out." You know this one, 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 you know this one, little lady, you know this one, 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 you know this one. Oh, you know this one, little lady, you know this one, little lady, you know this one, 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 little lady, you know this one, little lady. was a great little man, always of good cheer. Smile for you all, he loved his music dear. He'd swing to the left, sway to the right, come on Foxy, sing with all your might. Do you know this one on the doodle-lay, doodle-lay, you know this one, doodle-lay, do you know this one, on the doodle-lay, know this one.